What's going on, guys? My name's Chris.
I'm Grace.
And this is a day in our life. So right now we're currently slow traveling Guatemala with our 1-year-old golden retriever named Mango, attempting to highlight the local businesses, the people and the culture and just the overall beauty of Guatemala the best we can as we start this new chapter of our lives.
But we get a lot of questions
about
how our day-to-day looks like and how we do our normal things, because it is so different from America.
Well, right. Just a few months ago, we were doing the 9 to 5 in the U.S. in Cincinnati, Ohio, and our life looked drastically different.
Grocery shopping at Aldi, for instance. And,
right.
Just
going to American supermarkets and driving cars. We haven't been in a car in over 3 months now.
That's crazy.
We've been in tuk-tuks and stuff, but we haven't been
driven.
in a car. Yeah. So, which is pretty wild.
Yeah. So a normal day in our life is, of course, we wake up in the morning. Mango usually is pretty demanding of some kind of affection for an extended amount of time, at least 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Cuddle time is mandatory for Mango in the morning.
We're doing great.
Yes.
It's not easy. It's not.
Mango usually requires about 15 to 20 minutes of cuddle time. Usually it is not on the bed, but seeing as we were filming and we wanted to include him.
Normally he's not allowed on the bed, but we really, we wanted the cute puppy shots. Yeah, right. So we let him in.
And he
bed.
did not fail us.
He did not fail us, but hopefully we did not spoil him for the rest of it.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
He'll be all right. Normally he needs to be let out after cuddle time, and then we start brushing our teeth, getting ready to start the day. Yeah,
we make the bed, of course, and then we head downstairs and start making coffee. Usually coffee is our first step of the day. We just like to sit out here on our little outside sofa and we drink coffee. And
actually, before we drink coffee, we get Mango's food
Of course, we feed the boy.
So we feed the boy, feed the bee. So we get his food together, and we've been experimenting with adding some egg and beans to his food as well, because he's been hungry.
So Mango gets the breakfast of kings every morning, and then we pretty much just
start drinking some coffee, talk about politics, talk about the weather, talk about what we're going to be filming this week.
Yeah, our week.
What we're going to be doing, do our Duolingo.
Yeah.
And then Mango usually starts yelling at us pretty quickly.
Immediately. Actually. We don't even really get through our cup of coffee before Mango's like, play with me.
Play with me. Usually because he comes to her for cuddles.
He has very different parent personalities.
Yeah.
Chris is his playmate and I am his cuddle buddy.
For sure.
So
she is definitely mom and I am definitely dad. So we throw sticks back and forth for a little while, get some of his energy out, and then we do some dishes from the night before usually, and get ready to work out.
Yeah, we usually just go right upstairs and change into our workout clothes, and then we mostly do different workouts, honestly, throughout the morning. He usually does a HIIT exercise, and I usually do a Pilates, and then he'll go on a run. Yeah, most times as well.
But for this time, we got a shot of both of us out there working out together. Yeah. After workout, she jumps in the shower, and I go take a Mango on a run to the beach, because I would say about a 10-minute run away. Yeah, less than a mile is a beautiful beach here that we take Mango to, so he can do plenty of swimming. Volcano backdrop.
It's one of the rare spots on the beach where there's a strip of sand and not just rocks, and so he can really swim and chase sticks, and it's really fun. It wears him out the most. He loves it.
So anytime we get the leash and the harness, he knows he's going to the beach.
He's going to the beach.
And so he loves it there. And I love taking him, and it's a really good workout. So I get back, Grace is making breakfast, you're whipping up breakfast tacos today.
Yeah, it depends. We have moods. We go between eggs and yogurt until we get sick of one or the other.
Pretty much.
But we usually make some form of breakfast taco or yogurt bowl, and this morning it was breakfast tacos, which was just peppers and onions and garlic and just whatever veggies.
Some tomatoes, some avocado.
All these veggies we get from our local market, which is about a mile down the road-ish, and we walk usually, so I'll walk Mango or he'll run with Mango, and we'll alternate who takes him to the market or to the beach. And so we whipped up some breakfast tacos, And we didn't have enough tortillas.
Yeah, so we had to supplement with some bread too.
I make bread, and so luckily I had
Grace
some.
makes the best bread.
And Mango typically begs for bread as much as possible. It's his favorite thing in the whole world.
Mango absolutely loves bread. We're still training him to like eating on a lower level with him, that he's not begging and he's respecting the table, but
he loves bread too much.
He doesn't respect the table.
No.
I needed to get some work done, so I was doing some YouTube editing, and you were doing some baking, I think, in the kitchen.
Working on some reels and you know, doing some stuff.
Mango really wasn't loving me not playing with him more, so he was getting super mad at the leash. And then you came out with a snack. We snack on a lot of pineapples,
lots of fruit in this
a lot of papayas, a lot of cantaloupe,
apples, bananas, all of it, you know. We live in a tropical oasis. And after that, it was really just, we worked through the middle of the day, mostly, and then we volunteer in the afternoons.
So then it was time to go to volunteer. So we changed into our clothes, started walking into town.
Yeah, San Pedro is so beautiful.
San Pedro is like, I mean, I don't know.
So many beautiful murals, so many exciting, like the chicken buses alone are always coming up and down the street, and they're so, you know, beautiful and exciting.
Yeah, the camionetas are the chicken buses that are going by, the tuk-tuks, they have murals that you see throughout San Pedro. I mean, it's just like...
We love the walk.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful walk.
Yeah.
And so we've been volunteering with Anita, who runs the Mayan Kitchen Cooking School.
And we did a cooking class with her, so if you want to check out that video.
Yeah.
It's a really good time.
We had such a great time. And we've been starting to help her with some English lessons with some of the local kids.
With the kids.
And so what's crazy is it's their third language they're learning. So their first language they learn is Sutuhio here, which is the Mayan dialect. Or it's a dialect of Mayan.
There's like 7 different languages around the lake, I think. A lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, we're not going to be quoted.
There's a lot of different languages around the lake, depending
and throughout Guatemala.
And throughout Guatemala of different Mayan dialects. And so in San Pedro, it's Sutuhio.
Here in San Pedro. So they learn Sutuhio first, and then they learn Spanish, and then they're learning English now. So she started with like 13 kids, I think, and is now down to like 6. Because, you know, she's not forcing them. You know, the parents aren't forcing them. They're just, if you want to learn English, this is something you can do.
And it's just after school.
It's after school. So it's like 4 to 5 p.m. We meet her at her house, and we help with the English lessons, and it's super rewarding. It's
just an hour every, she does it every day, but we go every Tuesday and Thursday. We volunteer for an hour, and the kids are just so precious. Honestly, it's kind of embarrassing because I speak the same level of Spanish as they do English. And so we're kind of like learning at the same stage right now, which is really humbling, but so rewarding because kids are so honest and they're so just rewarding to 100%. Work with, who genuinely are asking you questions because they want to know things about you.
I know.
And practice their English, and it's really rewarding.
They're super fun.
Yeah.
So Grace doing a little bit of head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah, they were learning their body parts, and so I was like, oh, I know a great song.
The one and only.
Yeah, the one and only. And so
after about an hour of English lessons, Guatemala was playing Jamaica for a World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
So we headed to a little spot that's close to where we live.
El Barrio, yeah.
El Barrio is the bar that we love, and there's a lot of like pool games going around, a lot of great bar food being served up, and
good happy hour.
Great happy hour, and a lot of sports games. And we are huge sports fans. Between soccer, football, American football, basketball, baseball. I mean, we just both love sports, and so we knew that they were going to have the game on, and so we wanted to head up. So we knew, blah blah blah. I know.
I had an intrusive thought. I didn't do it.
Boom. Yeah. For sure.
You could probably see it on my face. I'm like looking at your pencils.
What was I gonna bump them with?
Shoot.
They knew they were. We knew they were gonna have the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I don't know, Brown County. So we knew they were going to have the game on for sure. They're definitely more of a sports pub kind of atmosphere. So we headed there. Beautiful stroll through San Pedro. Yes. I mean, San Pedro, we talked about it before.
So colorful.
It's so colorful, so peaceful. There's museums, there's murals everywhere, people in the streets. Like, it's just...
Kids playing soccer.
Playing soccer in the street, tuk-tuks going by. I mean, it's just kind of like slow lake life, and we can't get enough of it.
Yeah. So the thing we love about El Barrio is there's a pool table in the back as well, you know, with a TV back there.
I love to play pool, or snookers, or I don't want to say that, or billiards. You know, it's called snookers.
Yeah, I do.
So let's talk about the pool table.
Yeah, so we love to go back to El Barrio because there's a pool table and we can hang out back there.
I love to play pool.
He loves to play pool. I love to watch and drink cocktails. So that's fun for me.
For sure.
And so we actually realized we hadn't eaten at El Barrio. We've been there many times, but we've never had their food, which just felt like a crime. So it's a crime. So we ordered a mushroom burger. I think he got the mushroom burger and I got the chili cheese, the chili cheese fries.
Were they fries or were they nachos?
They were fries.
Okay, chili cheese fries.
And it was a massive plate. And we ate all of it.
Yeah, so we ate it all and just watched the rest of the Guatemala game that was going on there. And yeah, the food was actually surprisingly good for pub food, right? Like, I mean,
we took the recommendation of the waitress and she did not steer us wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Guatemala did not pull it out and they lost.
They didn't actually look that good, honestly.
No, but they ended up beating them the next week, which I don't understand. So
had an off day.
Had to head back to the Mango Man, make sure he was fed. It was one of the later nights we stayed out for a while.
Yeah, I think it was like 8. It's already dark by like 6:30, so it looks super late in the footage. It looks like pitch black, but
because we're trying to recall, this happened about a week ago, and we were just really little lackadaisical on the filming, unfortunately.
But anyway, so we got home to Mango. He was, of course, excited to see us, and then we really just set the rest for a night. We hanging out and watching the heat lightning outside because we have such a great view of the lake. And
I think it started storming.
We'd love to watch the rain. So yeah, that was really it.
That's pretty much a day in the life.
Evening.
Yeah. I know it's definitely not the most exciting video that we're producing, but hopefully it kind of shows off a little bit of just normal life here, even though normal is so different.
Yeah. And we'll be showing you guys more of this, like where we get our food, like the market, like what our normal days look like. I mean, they all are a little different, but you know, if you guys are enjoying this, let us know. Leave a comment in the comment section. Share it with someone you know who would enjoy it as well. Give it a thumbs up. Just, you know, we're so grateful you guys are here to support this and us supporting other small businesses and showing off the beauty of just the simple life here in Guatemala.
There's so much to show off, and like to kind of go full circle to what we were saying in the intro is like there's so much to do around Guatemala, and there's amazing influencers, amazing content creators making really great YouTube videos about Guatemala, but usually they're about the same things. And so while we're here kind of traveling very much so slowly, you know, spending months here around Lake Atitlán, and then we're going to start just branching out a little bit, you know, later on. But, you know, really just showing off the beauty of Guatemala and the culture and the people and what makes it just so special to us and why we chose as our first location for, you know, this kind of full-time content creation travel journey that we have with Mango. And so we're really just kind of loving Guatemala life right now. We feel super welcomed. We're feeling super blessed to be here. And we're just like...
We're learning a lot. They're teaching us a lot about how to slow down and enjoy,
oh my gosh,
you know, the things that we do every single day. And that's why we felt... Mango. And that's why we felt like it was something we wanted to share with you guys, because it is so beautiful the way they just, they do life here, and they take their time and they appreciate the things that need to be appreciated, and we wanted to shine light on that. So
for sure.
Thank you guys for joining us today. Mango also says thank you. Thank you guys for joining us today. We're so grateful to see you guys here. We'll see you in the next one.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, Mango. How did we say we were going to do it?
I am Chris. I'm Grace. Join us in a day in our life.
This is a day in our life.
This is a day.
This is a day in our life.
And then you're going right into...
We wake up.
We're slow travelers in Guatemala.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
Planet Earth.
Yeah. All right.
Ready?
Yep. Listo.
What's going on, guys? My name's Chris.
I'm Grace.